Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are still working on Macbeth, and today we get to hear from Macbeth in Act 4, Scene 1. He is now the king because he killed Duncan, and he also killed Duncan's guards. And Duncan's sons have fled to England and Ireland, but his son Malcolm, who's in England, who was named heir to the throne, is helping Macduff build an army to come and try to overthrow Macbeth because they robbed him of his birthright, all that sort of thing. Macbeth, meanwhile, has gone to see the three sisters, the three witches, again, because he needs a little more prophecy. He's now all about the tarot and all of that sort of thing, and he needs some more advice on what's going to happen in his life moving forward. Also, Banquo is dead. Fleance ran away. Yeah, and the original prophecy that was correct in predicting Macbeth's trajectory also said that Banquo's kids would become kings, not that Macbeth's kids would become kings. So Macbeth wants to know what to do, and he has gone to find the sisters. And yesterday we got to spend a little time with them as they did all of their conjuring and the very famous lines, the double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. And then we also got, by the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes, which is Macbeth's entrance line. He comes in and he's like, oh, you sisters, like, what are you doing? And they're like, nothing that you need to know about, except in like creepy witchy language. And so he says to them, I conjure you by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it, answer me. Though you untie the winds and let them fight against the churches, though the yeasty waves confound and swallow navigation up, though bladed corn be lodged and trees blown down, though castles topple on their warders' heads, though palaces and pyramids do slope their heads to their foundations, though the treasure of nature's germain tumble all together, even till destruction sicken, answer me to what I ask you. He's doing a little conjuring himself. He's calling on the powers that they might call upon, and he's acknowledging that maybe they do some bad things from time to time, and he doesn't really care if their magic is good or bad. He wants answers. He wants them to tell him some stuff. And they're like, okay, do you want us to tell you, or do you want our boss to tell you? And he's like, well, I want to speak to the manager. So they conjure up some apparitions, and the first apparition is an armed head who tells Macbeth, watch out for Macduff. And then Macbeth is like, I have a follow-up, and the head disappears. And the witches are like, are you kidding? They don't do follow-ups. So then the second apparition appears, and it is a bloody child who says, no man of woman born can harm Macbeth. And he's like, sweet, because find me a man that isn't of woman born. And like, he's like, okay, I'm great. So then the third apparition shows up and says basically that Macbeth will remain safe until the forest comes to fight him, to overthrow him. And he's like, I totally got this, because everybody knows that trees don't move. So there's no way that this forest is going to come and attack me. So like, I'm totally fine. Like, this is great. And then he's like, oh, wait, but real quick. Before you said that Banquo's kids were going to become kings, is that still a thing? So the witches do a little more conjuring, and a parade of 8 kings passes by. The last one looks strikingly like Banquo. And Macbeth has some thoughts on that, which we will get to hear tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. There's more ghosts. Yay, there's more ghosts in this play. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.